Well, it's been an eventful fucking day, and I'm waiting for my DoorDash, which I wasn't even supposed to have, and my makeup's already done. So what are we gonna do? Fuck it. Let's do our monthly 11 recap, even though I'm like a day or two beyond whatever the fuck this is. This one, I'm not drunk. Okay, yes, I'm in the same location, but I am not drunk. Let me live. Let me live. We ain't gonna have drunk Melly on these vlogs no more, okay? Okay, that was a one-time thing. One time. Anyways, moving on. January 1st. Oh, this fucking month has been a clusterfuck. Oh my god. A clusterfuck. January 1st. Apparently everybody in the city was waiting for me to like come back from my time off. Because they started filling up my calendar immediately. Like I basically got booked through middle of February within a day of me being back from vacation. Oh, then I, checking Melly's couch, updating things on my YouTube. I find out, oh shit, Melly's couch has had 22,000 views. Bitch, where? Bitch, where? When? How? Please explain where these views come from. I appreciate it, but where did they come from? And why? Why are all the views not... My order has been picked up. And why are all the views not turning into public watch hours? Because that's what I need is the public watch hours. And then why are those views not turning into subscriptions? Help me get monetized, motherfuckers. Help me. Help me. Moving on. January 2nd. Sorry, my DoorDash notifications are going right there. January 2nd, I decided to file for disability again. We're going to see what our chances are this time. Because, disability has been stressing my life for the past few years. They be telling me I'm not disabled enough. Have you seen me? Have you met me, disability people? So we're going to see what happens. Then January 3rd, I did my nails. They were horrible. I don't know if it's the color or something. I mean, I had somebody pick out the color for me, but I don't know what it was. But these nails have not fucking lasted. Like, these are my natural nails, and they have broken a bazillion fucking times. Like, what the fuck? So that's annoying. Then I started editing Nye's interview, which has been like a lot because hers was 4 hours. And I was like, oh, I'll be able to take some stuff out. Bitch, where? Because we barely took anything out. Maybe just like regular bloopers. She has the longest bloopers so far this season. But like, that's it. So her interview was about 4 hours. So you guys are going to see it's about 4 hours. Get dogs, they said. It'll be fun, they said. Got two of these bitches. They're annoying. What else? Okay, after I was editing Nye started, I was at a music video at Nando's crib. Yes. I was not feeling my best. I was barely there. I had a migraine. This is when like is approaching. My food is approaching. I barely got through the first couple days. That is what this fucking month has been. Interruption after interruption after interruption. A clusterfuck. Fuck. But yeah, I was in a music video at Nando's crib for the fuck is the name of the song? Fuck That Bullshit by Kimchi, Nando, B-Serpa, and I'm missing somebody. Kimchi, Nando, B-Serpa, and Carlo. Jeez. And then through conversations, actually, speaking of, Kimchi reminded me to update my Patreon, where you guys can go and subscribe and give me monies and donate to me and do all of the things. So that's what I did on January 4th. I updated that because I was like, you know what? You got a good point, buddy. You got a good point. So I updated it. And you guys can find it. That's the ironic part, is that you guys can find my fucking Patreon in my YouTube descriptions, on my freaking link tree. You can find it. but apparently nobody knows it exists. So that's on me. I'll figure out how to tell people that my Patreon exists. January 5th, as I'm editing I think it was 9. Melly's couch beat no longer exists. It no longer works. It said, to fucking wrap. My food is here. And we're back. And we're back. And where was I? Oh, the Melly's couch beat don't work. I don't know what the fuck was going on. It was just, so it started not working for Masani's, right? But I was still able to somehow get it to export whatever. So I'm like, all right, that's cool, fine. So when I'm doing knives, I can't even get that shit into Premiere at that point. So I'm like, yo, what the fuck is it? Like, what's good? Like, I've been using this fucking beat for a minute now. So I'm like, damn. So I go back to the original beat pack. And I'm like, I re-downloaded. I was like, maybe the file, like, I don't fucking know. Re-download it. Same fucking message. Same bullshit. Cool. Then, yeah, I'm like, all right, I don't know what the fuck else. So then I hit up my producer and I'm like, hey, the beat like just doesn't, I don't know what's going on. Like, can you just send me the original file type shit? Like, if you even have it. So he does. Cool. Same fucking message. Like, there's just something wrong with that beat. So, so I started just downloading other beats from the beat pack. And I'm like, okay, wait, some of these are actually working. So why is that one not working? So I'm like, all right, there's something wrong with that file. Whatever. So we can't figure it out. So he's like, you know what? Why don't you just do a new beat? Like, he's like, I have like a bunch of updated beats from like that beat is like it's like over a year old. Like, take a look at some other ones. And I'm like, I don't know. Because I thought that I was married to the Reckless Nights beat. I thought that me and that beat were gonna go to the grave together. You feel me? Like, that's how good it was. Like, it was made for Melly's couch. You feel me? But I was like, all right, fine, fuck it. Just in case we can't figure this shit out, I'll start looking at other beats. So I started going back through the original beat pack, and I'm like, damn, there's a couple in here that I might have overlooked before, like a year and a half ago. 2 years ago, maybe. So I'm like, all right, we'll see. Then he sends me the new beat pack. Oh my God. I feel so spoiled. Like, I'm actually spoiled. I am like the most spoiled bitch in the fucking world. Because fire, complete fucking fire, to the point where I was like, I want to be a rapper now. These beats make me want to be a rapper. That's how dope those fucking beats were. To the point where I couldn't narrow it down between the two beat packs. I still have not narrowed down a fucking beat for Melly's couch. So he was like, well, why don't you just like ask the people? He's like, maybe just like narrow it down to like 5 beats, use them on different episodes, and then have everybody tell you what beat they like. So first I narrowed it down from like 15 beats to 5. Like, I had the girls help me narrow down to like 5. So I'm like, all right, cool. These are my top 5. And so now I'm currently going through them. So I used 2 different beats on Nye's episodes. So then I'm going to do like a head-to-head. I think the first beat, though, I love it, but I don't think it's going to work because of the structure of the beat, unfortunately. So I don't think it's going to work long-term. So we'll see. The second beat does work, but I'm not 100% in love with it. I still have a couple more to go through. So we'll see. I don't know if I'm going to do 5 episodes with 5 different beats or narrow it down. I don't know how I'm going to narrow it down. If you guys have any suggestions on how the fuck to narrow down these goddamn beats, tell me, please, because he can't sell them to anyone else. Well, to anyone until I tell him. So right now all 5 beats are on hold. So if you guys so happen to go to the Ambience Beach store, they should not be there because I'm holding them hostage for the couch. So sorry. What else happened? Oh, Jesus. January 5th was also, I thought I was just gonna have a chill night, you know, looking at beats. Then white noise hits me and it's like, look at this. And I'm like, oh my God. Penguin Zero, Penguin somebody. I don't fucking know. That YouTuber found stank on it and like fake reviewed it and mentioned my interview with White Noise or whatever. And so yeah, so we got a lot of attention. Yay. And then everybody else started hitting me up who actually knows who the fuck this YouTuber is and telling me that my interview was mentioned. And I was like, wow, look at me doing things. So the views on his interview definitely went up. And it's ironic because I had just done the timestamps for his. So it was like honestly perfect timing because I had just done the timestamps and then all his views go up. And the timestamps are there. So that was pretty convenient. Yes, because I'm going back and redoing the timestamps for everybody, like little by little. So for this season, since I already know to do timestamps, I didn't do them before because I wasn't sure if it was beneficial, but then I thought about it and then I did some research and apparently it is beneficial and YouTube pushes videos out more when they have timestamps. So moving forward, I'm going to be doing timestamps, but I also have to go back into the previous season and add them in there. So it's going to be a mess. And then also I got to probably do that for the door is possessed. Because what the fuck? The door's possessed. That was awkward. We're all just going to pretend that didn't happen? Got it. Okay. So, I don't even know what the fuck I was saying. Saying on it, interview, views went up, timestamps. Yeah, so I still gotta go back and do them. I've just been doing them little by little. I've been trying to do them in order, but honestly, some interviews are so long that I'm like, ugh. I'll come back to it and I'll just do like a smaller one depending on the day. But I'll eventually get them all done. But obviously now with the new season starting back up and my filming schedule is crazy this time around. There's a lot going on. Up next, January 6th. Oh, I started planning a photo shoot with Kiki's Eyes. I'm so excited. And that's all I'm going to say. I don't even know why I even told you guys that I was planning a photo shoot because I don't like to say shit until it's like official and shit. But I wrote it down and I said it and we're here now. What else? Got the transition. Ooh, yeah. So, Miss Ari, I was like, this season we need to up our game, like the intro, the outro, and all that bullshit. We need to do something different. And this bitch, she's a fucking visionary. I swear to God, she's not a bitch because she's my cousin. We're really good. But oh my God, dude, so for the intro, I gave her a 2-second example that I saw. 2 seconds, literally. And I was like, I kind of like this. This is kind of cool. And I'm like, but do what you do. Do what you do, bitch. She did what she did. Y'all see that shit. Okay. Then, being the fucking overachiever that she is, that we both are, you know what the fuck this bitch does? She made custom transition animations. Who the fuck does that? Who the fuck has that? Not you hoes, but I do. So yeah. So I got that day, I got the new intro and the custom transitions. So I was able to put those on Masani's. I was able to run it on Masani's and on the part 1 for 9. I was able to run that because I kind of had them done at that point, but I was just like, I'm going to wait for this to export or whatever. Oh, this is also the day that we decided that we were going to split an eye. So, yeah. I think you guys are going to see part 2 after this. Part 2, I think, is a couple of days after this or something. I don't fucking know. Some shit. But yeah, I was going to drop it either way. I was like, it's up to you. I don't give a fuck. And she was like, let's go. Let's just do 2. And I'm like, all right, fuck it. Which in the moment I was like, oh my God, this is going to suck. But honestly, the way that this month has turned out, I'm so happy that we split it into 2 because I wouldn't have been able to get episodes out the way that I normally do or the way that I want, simply because of how everything has turned out, how crazy this month has ended up. So I'm so thankful that we have the 2 parts. Definitely. So that worked out. I was still picking beats this day as well, still narrowing it down. I still have that written there, even though we went through the whole process. Just to let you guys know, on the 6th, I was still picking beats. January 6th, Bars at the Bars drops. Dropped on Spotify. YouTube, it's just still not dropping yet. YouTube be YouTubing, and it's very stressful. And yeah. January 7th. Ugh, fucking Christ. That stupid fucking video for How You Coming drops or some shit. I don't fucking know. Let's not even get into that bullshit because I swear to God, I'm just gonna get pissed off. And I'd rather not. But all I'm saying is, like, listen to your managers. And this is why I might put a paywall or find a subscription-based thing for these recaps, because I be wanting to talk a lot of shit and I can't talk a lot of shit. So we're just going to keep it at that. January 8th. I got the outro. January 8th, I got the outro. So this one went on part 2 of Knives. It originally wasn't on part 1 because there wasn't going to be enough time. Ugh. This day sucked as well because I had to go and get my IUD removed and replaced. And should I be telling the internet this? Probably fucking not. TMI, right? But yeah, that was painful. But like I said, I have like the best support system this time around than I did last time. So, which just honestly makes the experience so much better. Yeah, those 2 weeks were kind of tough, not gonna lie. Oh, Dobby knows. I mean, I'm okay. It's okay. Good boy. You're doing your job, huh? You're doing your job. Okay. You want to come up? Oh, you could come up. So clearly we're not going to talk too much about it. He has alerted. So, okay, Dobbs. All right. I understand. Moving on. So that day we did a lot of chilling and we had chocolate and me and the Dobby cuddled. Yes, we did. Okay. The next day, January 8th, I got gifted a life purpose reading from Smoky Potatoes for my birthday, and I finally was able to do it. And it was very enlightening. I learned a lot. I didn't really learn a lot. It was more like confirming a lot. So, finding something. Oh, then one of my friends, we were texting back and forth. He was saying he was like in a creative slump or whatever. And I was like, well, what do you need to get out of this creative slump? I'm like, do you need a party? Do you need to talk? Like, was good. So he had mentioned like meeting a night out. And I'm like, I low-key need a night out too. So let's find some shit to do for broke bitches. So I've been on the hunt trying to find shit to do for broke bitches. January 10th. Oh my god, family drama. Because you know me, like, obviously, I would just do anything for the limelight, okay? Okay, I won't go there either, Dub. Got it. Y'all lucky Dobby here and keeping me in check today. He's keeping me in check. January 11th. Oh, I went out for Nikki Darko's birthday. He invited me out. Somebody I'm checking out, getting to know right now. Get my eyes on him. We'll see. That's all the only hint I'm gonna give y'all for why I'm monitoring him closely. So we went to the studio, and then we went to Sidekicks, like to do karaoke. That shit was so much fun. I honestly had a great night. Great night. January 12th, the Stank On It remix cameo. That's all I got. Cameo. And then I also had Harry Potter on Broadway that night. That was fun. And then we came home and we were like trying to figure out like the theories and how to make it canon, how it wouldn't be canon, and if it is canon, and if it was to be canon. And then like, so we went down this spiral. It was great. Great. But I had fun. I haven't been to a Broadway show since I was in New York. I didn't know that Harry Potter on Broadway was coming to Chicago. I thought I was going to have to fly to New York and catch that. And I didn't. So it came to me, and here we are. I love that for us. January 13th, holy shish kebabs. Season 5 dropped. The premiere dropped. Holy shish kebab. We did Masani. And so we were having some issues with scheduling it. Not like scheduling, like, so I knew she was going to be my premiere, and then Nye was going to be next. But with Nye doing the 2 parts, and then Nye being out of town, whatever, there was a lot going on behind the scenes, basically. And then also Masani was moving. I was like, you know what? Let me just reach out and see, like, let me find something that works best for everybody. You feel me? And Masani was like, well, actually, like, I have this announcement that I've been waiting to make because I've been waiting for the interview. Thank you for your services, sir. Thank you for your services. Go do you, boo-boo. Fucking Christ. Fucking dog. He's like, all right, bitch, I did what I had to do. Leave me the fuck alone. Okay. And he's gonna go eat. Fuck this dog sometimes. Fuck this dog. Anyways, so the premiere, right? I knew she was moving and stuff, but I didn't know where she was moving. Come to find out, we discussed it on the couch, and we both didn't know, so she kind of manifested it. Like, she manifested that move. And so she was waiting to announce the move until the premiere of the couch episode. So she was like, no, I want to do it on the 13th. Because I was like, oh, if you need time to settle in or whatever, we can push it back. Like, I can push Nyes up, like, move things around. So yeah, it worked out. Surprise. I'd just be holding everybody's fucking secrets. It's fine. It's fine. There's a lot of secrets and things this season that I'm already holding, and I haven't even filmed yet. So y'all gonna get a lot of exclusives this season, not year. Well, yeah, it is year as well. What else? Oh, I went to the studio with Smokey this day. And she put me on a track, so you'll hear me in the background saying fuck yeah, fuck nah, fuck y'all, fuck everybody. I don't fucking know. It's a lot of fucks and yous. My favorite 2 words. Fuck you. Got it. This day I also scheduled my mid-season finale guest, because I had kind of been structuring the season around getting this person, because I was like, if I get this person, like, they could only really be a season finale guest because of how big they are. But then I was like, I could also kind of do something a little different where it's a mid-season finale, you know, like an actual TV shows, because The Couch is not a fucking podcast. Like, it's a show. Like, this is like a sit down. Like, you're not just, it's not like a regular podcast. But you know what? For argument's sake, I guess. Right? Like, fuck everybody. So I scheduled him. And then when I realized that I scheduled him, I was like, oh shit, my entire season is basically done. So, yeah. I literally just have to schedule, once I film my mid season, I have to schedule my season finale. And like I said, I'm not going to schedule, we already talked. I was like, I'm not going to schedule you now and hold on to it because you be doing too much. Like every fucking day, like a day in his life is about a week in everybody else's life. So like I can't hold on to his shit for like months because yeah. Yeah, like by the time it drops, it like I would need an update type shit. So yeah. January 14th. Oh, I did thank you cards and the goodie bags. So those are pretty much set for the season. I confirmed thank you for listening, which we're going to get into because that was today. And I'm not there. And instead I'm here. So we'll get into it. January 15th. Oh, I got the star pillow. My cousin made me. Yay. She's been crocheting it for like months and shit. And then obviously the holidays, shit got backed up. And you guys are going to see it for the first time on February 3rd for Romel Chris's interview drop. There's going to be a lot of other little knickknacks and things that, yeah, for that one. So, yay. Yeah, that'll be the first one. I don't know how much you guys are going to see of it because once I got the footage back, we realized like that we kind of might have done the angles a little too tight. So possibly for year 2087s, you'll get to see all of the new stuff happening. The 15th, I also got my new IUD, which is another fucking clusterfuck. I had to be sedated. And I wasn't supposed to work for like a few days. And yeah. So January 16th, since I was confined to my bed, I ordered a neon sign. Because that's what the fuck I do when I'm in bed. I just go shopping. So I ordered a neon sign that just says Melly, and then it's a star because I wanted to do Melly's couch, but then they were going to charge me double the price because I got it as a Groupon, and then they were going to charge me like twice as much, and I was like, no. January 17th. So I was supposed to be still on bed rest, but we had a deadline, and yes, we had a deadline, and I was like, on top of that, I don't have any other episodes in the chamber, so like I gotta film this. I knew it was gonna be a quick one, so I did go in person, and I did that, and I regret it. I should have told everybody to go fuck themselves, but can't do anything now. So after that, I did learn my lesson, and I was supposed to film another interview that Monday, and I was like, you know what? Let's just reschedule it because I knew that one was gonna be a longer one. So that one I'll be filming Tuesday, this upcoming Tuesday, because that one's going to be a longer one. And yeah, it's just going to be a longer one. And I knew that I wasn't going to be up to like my fullest potential, you know, like trying to, like I couldn't give them the best product. And I knew that, like, I just knew that that's what I couldn't do. So therefore I rescheduled, which is the first time I've ever done that ever in my life. Like I've never rescheduled a shoot. I've never canceled a shoot. I've never not shown up to a shoot that I can think of. So that was a lot for me, but I physically just, it was a wrap. Once I start feeling nerve pain, I get scared and I start to take precautions. So because my nerve pain is not like a regular nerve pain. My nerve pain is like, hey, you're gonna fucking you're not gonna be able to walk, bitch. So minor pain is like very much like, ooh, red alert. What else? Filmed. I was supposed to be red. Okay, January 18th. I edited Nye's reels, or I set those up. Something time to film it. What the fuck? I don't know. I researched my next guest, Epic Woman, who's actually who I rescheduled. So yeah. And I don't know what the fuck I said. It's something continued time to film the I don't know what the fuck that says. No idea. Oh, confirmed something to film the couch. I don't know what the fuck I confirmed. I confirmed something though. Something with the couch and time. January 19th. This is when I actually rescheduled Epic and I finished up his research. So yeah. And then I researched the girl that I'm supposed to interview at Thank You for Listening. I researched her that day, but then there was some weird shit that happened throughout the week, so I don't know. Bro, sometimes I don't know what the fuck people's end games are, so that's all we'll say, because I still don't know what's gonna happen, so let me not talk too much shit. You feel me? January 20th, Nice Part 1 drops. Yay! And then at this point, I finally completed posting all of my reels on TikTok. Yay! Because I hadn't been posting the reels on TikTok, and then, like, at all. So then I was like, you know what? I'm going to start, like, posting them there. Like, and then these are reels that, because sometimes I make, like, 20 reels for each episode, but not all of them make it to the Instagram. Like, it's really on vibes and what's going on. And so I was like, so I just be sitting there. So I was like, fuck it, let me just put them on TikTok. But then also the TikTok ban and everything. And so they're on TikTok. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be on TikTok, to be honest with you, because ever since it came back, we all know that it's been funky, and we'll see. I reviewed outfits for Not a Drill. I still have to order them. I also did a write-up. Yes, you know, I still do music reviews here and there, you know, when people remember. So I did Masani. She had a new song, so she was like, I want you to review it. Like, nobody even knows it's dropping. And I was like, sure, fuck it, I'll review it. Not a big deal. So I dropped it on Sunday, but she didn't promote it until like Tuesday, I think. So she kind of gave us a couple of days, especially with Nye's interview dropping and stuff. There wasn't too much overlap, but you know, I just be doing a lot that there's always going to be some type of overlap with people promoting things. Like, we try and I just do a lot, and it's just what it is. Sorry. January 21st, oh my gosh, I got this epic fucking idea for this documentary that we've been trying to figure out how to do, and we've looked at, like, watched a million things, gone through like 15,000 ideas, planned it out, mapped it out, and we still just, we're like, each idea we're like, okay, cool, but like we don't ever follow through with it because we're not excited about it. And then I got this super great idea that we all loved, and it inspired me so much. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna finish this thought, and then I'm gonna go back to how I got to this point. It inspired me so much that I went back and I started animating. Yes, because I have a certification in most editing softwares. Premiere, Final Cut, After Effects, and Motion. I have certificates in those, which basically means I've taken the classes, taken the exams, and I'm certified in those. So quintessentially, I could be a professional editor, video editor, which is what I loved doing, and I really definitely thought about going down that route at some point. So yeah, so anyways, I dusted off my old skills to do that, but we're going to talk about earlier that day how I even got to that point, because I wouldn't have even gotten to this point if it wasn't for Ouija. As a lot of you know, or have kind of noticed through the progression of these, I bring him up a lot, or periodically. We've gotten really close. Definitely one of my close friends at this point, I would say, for sure. And he kind of noticed, so oh, you on your job today, huh? You on your job. He was watching Nye's interview, and he noticed that like there were some things that were off. And everybody knows how meticulous I am with my editing. Obviously, I just named all the editing certifications I have. And he kind of knew something was off with like my energy in general, just based off of that. Like he's like, you would never. So I edited them, and I think while I was re-editing and re-exporting her interview like 3 times, it kind of dawned on me like these are silly mistakes. Like these took me 2 seconds to fix. Like why did I do that? So kind of started to open up to him about the fact that like I low-key been over the couch, and it's like a subconscious thing. And like I had also been looking up old episodes so I could try to recover them and get everything on Spotify and stuff. Because I think everything's pretty much on YouTube. But I wanted to start recovering everything and get them on Spotify. So I was like organizing them, and I noticed something. I do fine with the first season. Like, okay, so like for example, when I was with Thinking Cap, first season that I did with Thinking Cap, great. When I got to the second season, I only did 1 interview. Then the same thing happened with The Heat Makes Life. The first season that we did interviews, consistent as fuck, everything's great. Got to the second season, I only did 1. So there's clearly something about the couch. The second season, I can't get past it. So anyways, me and Ouija talked through it, and he basically saved the couch. He saved the couch because I was done. I was done, and I was done. I was done, and nobody else noticed that I was even remotely like questioning or anything like that. Even like people that have been like, yeah, I'm over it. Like nobody went in depth to see what the fuck was going on, and he did, and I appreciate that. And those are the types of friends that you need in life, and I'm so grateful that I have friends like that. And anyways, Ouija saved the fucking day, and we're fucking here now. And right after I finish filming this, I'm gonna go do more couch stuff. That's all I'm gonna say on that. Moving on. January 22nd. Oh my fucking god, what a fucking week. We had court. That's all I can really say about that. We had court and 2 hours away for a fucking 30-second interaction, because that's just how it is in the fucking middle of nowhere. But it's fine. We're going to continue to fight. And a lot of my Mondays are going to be spent out of town. But yeah, don't fuck with me. It also snowed this day. Oh, we also found some Hello Kitty stuff. That was fun. That was like a nice little cherry on top to the day. And then I checked my IG this day, and I noticed that I had 24,000 views on my IG in the last 30 days. And I was like, how does that work? Because I wasn't even posting for half of those 30 days. So basically, it was only for like 2 weeks that I had started been posting at that point. But okay. All right, IG. Whatever the fuck you say. January 23rd, I did research. Who the fuck was I researching? I don't fucking know. Oh, yeah, I don't know. Oh, year 2087. That's what doing research on. I started researching year 2087 on the 23rd, and then I was making a bunch of phone calls, getting doctor's appointments and social security and all of the things. And then January 24th, finished up phone calls, continued doing research. I also started a new medication this week, so I hadn't slept all week. So that was fun. So I was falling asleep in the studio. Oh yeah, Maya had a studio session, so we went and had a studio session where I almost fell asleep, or I was falling asleep or trying to fall asleep, but I still couldn't fall asleep. Then we went to the Tomorrow show. That was kind of cool. Late as fuck, but whatever, I made it. Y'all lucky I even made it, because I was literally like, I don't know, I'm gonna die. Then what else? That was yesterday. Then today, I finished researching year 2087. So today was like basically just watching music videos, listening to his music. I actually got to sit down and do his note cards now, because his shoot is tomorrow. Yay. And then I was doing great with time, but my anxiety is super high, because today was supposed to be Thank You for Listening part 2. But so we were going, I was just like, oh, I don't want to go, but I thought it was like my anxiety. But a part of me was like, you're not going to make it there. Like, and I was like, is it my intuition, or is it just my nerves, or like whatever? Because I was supposed to be like doing a live thing, like a live interview. And I'm not good in public speaking. But I was like, maybe it's just my nerves. Like, I'm not going to listen to that little voice. Well, bitch, you got to listen to the little voice. So basically, pick up the girls, we start driving. We get not far. We don't even get it to the E-way. My car just randomly says overheating. Like, it just says car is overheated. And I'm like, what the fuck do you mean overheated? I've never seen that in my life. What the fuck is going on? So we call my cousin, and this is what I'm saying. Like, I have such a great fucking support system. Call my cousin, like, hey, my car's overheating. What do I do? So he does whatever he does. Dobbs, I'm almost done. So he pulls up. He goes to O'Reilly's, gets me the fucking shit, comes, pulls up, pours the fucking shit, whatever. He's like, good to go. I'm like, all right, cool. He's like, drive for like 15, 20 minutes and like, let me know. I get on the E-way. My car says, fuck you, bitch. You not going. Not fucking going. Not fucking going. So we had to sit on the E-way for a little minute. And in that moment, why are we focusing on Dom? This is not about Dom. It's about me. So while we're sitting on the E-way, I low-key had a flashback. And I was like, oh my gosh, we've been here before. Like, we've been here before. And I was like, this exact thing happened before my big car accident. I remember we had taken my car. My car was perfectly fine, no issues. We took my car because, again, it's the newest car. I always seem to have the newest, nicest car like, in my group. We were taking my car. And again, I was like, I had a bad feeling that I wasn't going to make it, but there was no logical explanation for why I wasn't going to make it that day. And we took my car anyways. Same thing. My car just overheated. And I'm like, that doesn't make sense. Like, I'm on the highway all the time. Like, I was literally on the highway for 2 hours earlier, blah, blah, blah. And so we towed it back to my crib. And instead of me staying with my car like I should have, I decided, no, I'm going to go with this group of people and we're going to keep trying to do this drive. It was a 4-hour drive. We're going to still continue to do this drive. Fuck it. And that's when I almost died. That's when we got hit by a bus and ended up in a ditch on the side of the road. and they had to use the jaws of life, and they had to secure the car, and they had to take me in a helicopter. And all of that could have been avoided if I would have stayed the fuck home when my car broke down. So today was giving me a lot of those flashbacks. And I was kind of like iffy on it. And I was like, I might just be freaking out. Like, I might just be like overdoing it. But when I'm sitting on the side of the fucking 290 and I'm like, I have been here before. The universe has thrown this lesson at me before. And I turn and I say, fuck it, we'll do girls' night. And they're like, fuck it, we're going to get an Uber. I was like, you do that. I've learned this lesson. The universe has put me in this position before. I didn't listen. I'm taking my ass home. And let me tell you, what happened the last time with my car was the next morning I woke up and that car worked perfectly fine. The next morning they had the mechanic come to the house. And the mechanic said nothing was wrong with the car. While I was being airlifted to a fucking hospital, hoping that I was, why everybody's wondering how I'm alive. That's what happened the last time that I decided I'm going to keep going. So this time I said, no, I'm going home. I'm going home. It took me 2 hours to get home. 2 hours to get here because that's how much the car was just didn't want to do it. Car said, fuck it. I make it to almost home. I dropped off the girls at Herb's house first. And I'm at that point where I'm just like, I don't even know if I want to drive home at this point. Like, I've been fighting with this car, and I'm fighting. And I texted my other cousin. I was like, yo, low key, if you haven't left for your concert, can you just come pick me up? And then I'm sitting, at this point, I already had the car on, and I've been sitting there for a minute. And normally at this point, the car would have overheated. Guess what? That fucking car worked perfectly fine the entire way home. And that's what I'm saying. This one, specifically me, was not supposed to be at that party tonight or at that cafe tonight. For whatever the fuck reason, I was not supposed to be there tonight. I'm sure everything is great and everything is fine and everything turned out without a hitch, but me specifically was not supposed to be there tonight. And I said it when I moved that I was going to start following what the fuck the universe told me, and that's what the fuck I did today. And I have a lot to think about when it comes to today. But I did what I was supposed to do, and I sat my ass at home, and I'm sitting here talking to you. And that's that on that. And now I gotta go. See, right now, I would normally, if I would gone, I would have been just barely finishing up and leaving the south side, driving for a fucking hour back this way. So maybe next month I'll be there. Maybe I won't. I don't know. But for some reason, the universe told me today, you don't need to be over there. And guess what? Today, a bitch is not over there. Monday, the car is going to get checked out. But we'll see what happens. That's all I got. Sorry to end it on such an angry note. That was a lot. That was a lot. And holy cow, this thing is going to be like an hour. Yikes. Oh no, Dobby, I think they're going to be bored of us. Well, maybe because you're in it, they might think you're cute. And they might stay longer. You think? What you think? Okay, say bye. Say bye-bye. Okay, Dobby's going to say it. Bye-bye.